Hi guys, it's Dee and welcome to Dee's Yard. If you've been following along my channel for some time, then you may know that I love Encore Azaleas. And today I'm very excited to share with you the two new introductions for this year, 2021, Autumn Majesty and Autumn Starburst. I currently have 10 Encore Azaleas on my property, and I'm very excited to be adding these two new varieties because they are the perfect four-season shrub. Now, unfortunately, when I'm filming this, they are not currently in bloom, but they provide interest for every season because Encore Azaleas are evergreen and reblooming. Most azaleas bloom in the spring only, but the Encore series display a full bloom in the spring, followed by sporadic blooms in the summer and an additional full bloom in the fall. Both of these azaleas are hardy in zone 6A to 10B and produce semi-double blooms. Autumn Majesty blooms purple and reaches 3 feet in height and 3 feet in width, whereas Autumn Starburst gets 3 feet tall but 3.5 feet wide and produces a unique bicolor bloom of a coral pink on the inside with a whiter shade on the outer area, almost star-like. Unlike other azaleas, the Encore series can tolerate and actually prefers more sun. The ideal planting environment provides 4 to 6 hours of direct sunlight with some shade during the afternoon heat. When it comes to pruning, Encore azaleas require very little pruning to maintain a good form. If you do feel the need to prune, it's best to do it immediately after the spring flowering. Keep in mind, if you prune in the fall, you will be removing the buds that have been set for the next bloom cycle. I've decided to plant Autumn Starburst in my back garden next to my garden shed. There's a prolific viburnum and spring sonata Indian hawthorn, which both get larger and will eventually act as a backdrop to Autumn Starburst. I also have 2 variegated Weigela that I propagated last year from cuttings. They will also provide a nice variegated foliage. This location gets direct sun in the morning until about 1 p.m., which is perfect, and then the trees in this wooded area provide shade. I've decided to plant Autumn Majesty outside my kitchen window in this new garden bed that I'm creating, next to a crepe myrtle and this hydrangea paniculata that I propagated last year. I also have some hollyhocks coming up behind the crepe myrtle that I did from seed. This location gets early morning sun until about 2 p.m. and then just filtered the rest of the day. When it comes to planting, you want to dig the hole 2 to 3 times the width of the root ball, but only as deep. Now I have clay soil, and azaleas do not like to sit in standing water, so I'm going to add pine bark soil conditioner to my native soil to break up for drainage. Once you set your new azalea into its planting hole, make sure that the root ball is sitting about 1 inch above the soil level, and then just backfill. Water deeply and thoroughly. Azaleas require routine watering during their first year, and remember to supplement during drought conditions after establishing. When it comes to fertilizing, azaleas are acid-loving plants. I like to use Hollytone Biospoma. This is a slow-release organic fertilizer. I fertilize every late winter, early spring. But that is it. I am so excited to add these 2 new Encore Azaleas to my collection, and I cannot wait to watch them bloom. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.